So a bit further down we've got like little ponds to the left. There's big pipes coming out of the river. I'm not quite sure why or what that's all about. So we've come up to another fallen tree. Well, I managed to get back down, but that's pretty sloppy and nasty. Oh god. So as I said, we come up to a bridge. You can actually walk up there and up onto the top of the bridge there. We can carry on underneath. Nice and muddy, and obviously the water's been up much higher. It's the top of this big old bridge. It's hard to see in the water, we're very high up. Got an old bridge type area, you can see right down the sides. How's it going, everybody? I'm Carl, welcome in. So this is going to be a part 2 to what we done the other day doing the walk through Fakenham. Fakenham? Fakenham. A bit distracted today, I've got big old planes or helicopters and stuff flying over, army ones, so stops happening. But I'm just down the road from the Whirlpool where I was in the last video. So if you haven't seen that, go back and see part 1 first. And we'll carry on with this in part 2. I'll put a couple of clips in here just so you can see what we were up to and give you a little bit of idea of what happened in part 1. And let's go and do part 2. Yeah! Let's go! Merry Christmas, everybody! It's called Many a Summer. Is that a bench or is that a sculpture? Probably a bit of both, I think. Pretty crazy, look at that. Woohoo, through the tunnel. Oh, look what we got on the other side of here. Lovely. Wait till you see this. Lovely millpool. How nice is that? Let's see what's what here, shall we? It's widened out quite a bit under this bridge. God, look at it pouring through there. Yes. Pretty crazy. Can't really see too much under there, which is a shame. On a good day you better see under there and see what's under there, but I can see some small chub, roach, dace, that sort of thing. Okay, so as from part 1, as you can see down there, that's the bridge where we're at and the mill pool's the other side. Water levels have dropped quite a bit, as you can see on the other side there. So I'll wander back down this end. We'll hit that bridge where we went right, and this time we'll go left. And we'll see what else is down that way. So let's get on with it and let's do it. The river's looking really clear, I can see right into the water now. Settled off quite nicely. Don't think it's rising anymore, I think it's on its way down. Ducks having fun sitting in the reed beds down there, just nibbling away at whatever comes past. Haven't seen no deers or anything today yet, but there's people on the park and stuff taking dogs for a walk and stuff, so that would scare them away at the moment. Obviously if we see any, we'll certainly have a look. There's plenty of ducks down this end, all having fun anyway. They come into the water and they have to really paddle like mad because the flow is quite strong. Right, I'll see you down at the other end there where we split at the bridge in part 1. So we're at that bridge again. As I say, it's a fair bit clearer today, so you can see a lot more. You can probably see on the camera, you can see straight down to the bottom. It's about 2 foot deep down there. Still pouring through on this side. And a lot wider on that side, but as you can see on the muddy bank on the right hand side there where it's gone down quite a bit. And we're off down this way today, so let's go and see what's down here for us. Got industrial buildings and stuff like that over to the left. We'll walk down this pathway and see where it takes us. You can probably remember on part one over the other side there where the gates are, and there's a little sign on them saying not to walk through flooded. Obviously it's not flooded now. The waters are going down. You can see the area where the wood is sticking up out of the water over there, and that's sort of settling down to its normal levels. Don't get me wrong, it's still higher than normal, but not as high as it's been. It's been right up on here, right up on top of all this lot, and all the way down. There's that pipe we saw last time. I can literally see to the bottom of the river all the way along. It's quite crazy, really. Can just see all the chalky sandy bottom across there. Just have a little nose, see if I can see any fish today. I can't see anything right now. So I was right in part one. This side where we've come across is definitely bringing us on this side of the river. When I was walking on that side, over that side, we were actually stuck behind the fences and bushes and reeds and etc, etc. We couldn't actually get down to the river. Now we're on this side, we can actually see a lot more of the bit we couldn't see from the other side, if that makes sense. Just all reeds and stuff to my left. Got like a little bay here, so see if we can get our head over the top of that somehow. It's the trouble, a lot of it's so grown up you can't actually get to the water's edge without going in the water. It's a bit of a pain. Like here you can walk down, but as soon as you walk down there, you're pretty much in the water. Flow's a little bit calmer down here. That's just from the trees and stuff like that that are falling in, and yeah, just slowing the flow down slightly. But you can see where that had flattened all this down and where the water had been up higher. So we're a bit further down now. We've got a gateway going up to probably used to be a house. There's cars and stuff in there, so probably is a house still, or a building that needs repairing. And off to the right here the river goes down here, and it's all nice and muddy and yummy yummy yummy. But as you can see by these sections of the river, they're really nice. As I say, I've never walked down this section before, so I've got no idea what we're going to come up against or what we're going to see. As you can see right here, crystal clear water. Imagine walking down here in the summer with a pair of Polaroids on or something like that. You'd be able to see everything swimming around in the water, everything that's in there. Be pretty cool. So let's carry on and see what we come up to. See lots of little spots where people walk in. I'm guessing they let the dog have a swim, and I guess some of them are fishermen having to go into the trees and stuff. It's quite a bit deeper at this bit here, so I can't really see the bottom. Can further over that way. So many nice long runs along here where I was flowing along. Oh, someone's lost a glove. You can hear the big planes in that, but I can't see them at the moment. If I do see them come past or close, I'll get them on video for you. At the moment we just mainly got plain river. As you can see down here, it's very very muddy, so not many people have been up and down here apart from people walking their dogs and stuff. pretty slishy. Again, we can see right into the river here. But this is, yeah, you can probably hear her sloshing. Not very nice, it is. Cool. Some of it's fairly deep actually as well, to be honest. Lovely. Now look at me boots. Lovely. Ugh. Might just give them a little wash off here, but way slippery. That's the thing when you get 10 ton of mud on the actual bottom of your boots, that makes them mega slippery. And we don't want to be sliding over in that because we'll get covered, soaked, covered in mud and everything all at once. A few of the trees and stuff have been cut along here. There's a squirrel running along the tree over there, I don't know if you can see that. I'm just trying to stay on my feet at the moment, they're so sloppy. It's like just in the distance here we've got a tree that's come right down. I think we saw that from the other side of the river in part 1, where that had come down and we were standing over there where no one walks by the looks of things. So can we get round? Let's have a look. Let's find a way. I don't really want to go in the water and pass it, but if we can pass it another way, we shall do. Let's go for it. Looks like we can get through a bit of mud. Oh, lovely. Oh. Yeah, not too terrible. Bit of bending and sloshing about in the mud and we get through it. Hopefully that's worth it and we find some other good stuff down this way. That's what we just come through. The tree's obviously come down at some point. Hasn't been cleared. And it's blocking the path. As you can see by the footprints. Fair few people still climb through. Got massive reed beds and stuff to the left. Over to the right are fields. And then the other side of them fields is the racecourse, the horse racing. So I'll carry on walking down this way, and if I find anything interesting I'll bring you back in and we'll have a look. So a bit further down and we've got like little ponds to the left. There's big pipes coming out of the river. It's like an overflow system, I reckon. Plenty of plants and stuff growing up in there, but it's only about 1.5 foot deep, probably 2 to 3 foot in the middle. The pipe comes in here. I'm not quite sure why or what that's all about. That's well in the water, completely covered, so cool, look at that, lovely. So we've got a bit more of a gravel path now, it's not muddy and horrible like it was further down the river. So it makes it a lot easier to walk on. And there's another one of these little ponds here. Don't know if this one's got a pipe as well, I'm guessing it has. If anyone knows what they're for or why they're there, if they're just literally for overflowing water or the river's normally much lower, the pipe's down here. Like I say, the pipe is pretty much right down onto the river bed, so there's always going to be water going through there, whatever. These areas look really, really nice. Over the other side there, I think that's where I came to the bit that I couldn't get past on part 1. We had barbed wire and stuff both sides, and I went up onto a big huge bank and we couldn't get no further, so we're now further than that on the opposite side. This obviously used to be a gate of some sort. There's all water in the ditches down there, first ditches or more ponds again. And we're up in the air. What's this? Just a big steep bank. This could have been a bridge of some sort. And you can go off to the left, but I have no idea what's down that way. There's no signs or nothing saying where it will take you. Doesn't say public footpath or no public footpath. But we're going to carry on along the side of the river, because that's the side of the river we've got to see. I can hear a couple of big kites calling each other over there. I can't actually get them in view at the moment. Some more of them little ponds on the left here, going across from the river again. We're back in the mud. Ugh, and that is sticky. Another one of them little ponds. Seems to be getting deeper down this end. There's a lot of runs where you can't see the bottom or can only just see the bottom. There's a pole over there, and that's saying just under the marker of 5 foot, so it's fairly deep over there. This whole corner looks really good for a fisherman. Got like a slack on the back end over the back there. Got big trees and stuff here, which things would definitely hide under. And then awesome area to sort of trot around the corner and go under all that lot. There are some good areas. Can hear the helicopters again. You can probably hear them in the background, but they're just not coming into view so I can get them on camera. A lot of these trees have come down, they've just left them, and they've sort of made rafts and dens for the fish and stuff that are about. No doubt there's some otters along here somewhere as well. More of them pools. More sort of snaggy trees and stuff. Mr. Duck. Whack, whack. Some big old trees. Hundreds of years old, I would say. This tree's come all down and split. Cool. Looks fairly fresh. I wouldn't say that's been down too long. More water on that side. Loads more trees that have come down. Let's go over towards the river again and have a little look, shall we? Bit shallower down this end. You can see the bottoms again. Looks good. All I can hear is them helicopters and planes, but I can't see them from here. Oh, so I just spoke to a couple of young lads, which is strange because I've done that in part 1 as well. Different people this time. And they wandered along. I was asking them what's in the stretch and stuff, and they're basically saying gudgeon, minnows, roach, rudd, perch, pike. They catch all sorts of those kind of things. They haven't had anything today yet, but then they're moving down that way and just sort of trying to find a few more fish. So it sounds pretty encouraging. Sounds like there's quite a few fish in the river, quite a few different varieties of fish, species. That's always pretty good. Definitely something I'll have to have a go at on my other channel, on my freshwater channel. probably leave that to the new year now, but that's definitely something I wouldn't mind having a go. Got more of them pools and ditches on this side flooding over. But it's definitely good to see the younger chaps coming through and having a go. Definitely what we want. So sandy bottom down here, very clear. Haven't actually seen any fish moving today. Don't get me wrong, I know there's fish in the river, I've seen them. So I haven't seen much moving today myself. I wonder what's a bit further down this way. It's very swampy and lots of trees come down to my left. Someone's lost a dog coat. And obviously the local kids and stuff come here because there's loads of rope swings in the river. So they must come flying down this bank and splash into the water. Probably good fun in the summer. I wouldn't want to be doing it this time of year. It's fairly deep down there as well, to be honest. Got more ducks again over there. Lots and lots of fallen trees down this side. Big, huge fallen trees, not just small ones. Some of the roots are, well, I'll zoom in on this one and show you. They're like 15 foot high. Cool. Some big old root systems going under them trees. So we've come up to another fallen tree. I should better just step over this one just about. He says, oh. That was fun. Don't know if they will actually eventually clear these trees or the area's just left alone. Some of these piles of trees and stuff look like they've been there for years, and some look like they happened last week. Another big one here has come down and actually completely crossed the river. Got some sort of bridge coming up ahead. I can see a couple of archways. So as I say, we come up to a bridge. You can actually walk up there and up onto the top of the bridge there. We can carry on underneath. Nice and muddy, and obviously the water's been up much higher. Pretty clear down there. Can we see any fishies? I think what we'll do is we'll have a wander up to the top of this bridge and have a look off the top, see if we can see anything, shall we? The Mountain Constable Trust. Oh, that's a big steep hill. Oh, and that's where that track would have gone, I reckon, if we'd have took it earlier on. There used to be a plaque or something there telling you what was what, but no idea what that is. I don't know if this is a dead end or etc, but we're going to have a little look off the top of this big old bridge. Cool. It's hard to see in the water, we're very high up. On a nice hot sunny day you'd be able to see in there very well, but on a day like this, where it's all overcast, probably not. Another sign it would have been here before, but there's not now. Cool. There's a long way down. Cannot see any fish. Normally sort of bridge swims and stuff like that, I normally find a few fish. We can see right down the river here. I wonder what else is happening down that way. couple of swans nesting just over there. You can go off to the left, you can keep going straight, I think. Looking a bit overflowed in that end, to be honest. You can still hear the old planes and stuff, but still haven't seen one. Right, I'm going to go back down there and we'll decide which way we're going to go. I know it don't show on camera, but it's quite a steep hill back down there. Whee! It's one of the hills that make you run if you're trying, even if you don't want to, sort of thing. So we're back under the bridge. Big old bridge. Probably used to be a roadway at some point. So I'm quite surprised I ain't seen no fish swimming around. Oh, it's definitely mucky and muddy along here. Don't know if we're going to be able to go that way far, to be honest. It's so overflowed with water, and so is it down that way by the looks of it. We're sinking quite a lot. Sinking down as we walk through it, but what do we do? Do we carry on trying to walk this way? Or is that one a bit of a crazy task? Ooh, it's very sticky and muddy. People have come through here, but it's pretty crazy. As you can see behind me, I'm sinking as I walk. It's quite muddy. Whoa. And down we went. Didn't go over top of my boots, so that's the main thing. Mr. Swan standing right here. Yeah, that's pretty. Hello, Mr. Swan, or Mrs. Swan, one of the two. Another tree down. Whew. If this has flooded this much now and the water's gone down quite a lot, then that was obviously right across and into these fields. It's looking like I'm not going to be able to get any further down here. You can just see the river's just covered the whole path. Might have to not do the next bit and go back. Can hardly walk through half of what I'm walking through, to be honest. Oh. Wow, that's mega deep here. Like proper deep runs. 6-7 foot minimum, I would say. I haven't seen no deers today, which is unusual. I normally see some deers and that hopping around, having a bit of fun. Yeah, I think that's probably not sensible to walk the rest of that, to be fair. I mean, I'll stand in it, but whee. That's nearly over my boots, so it's not really possible. Didn't really get a choice. I was going to carry on and have a go, but that ain't going to happen. Not unless I want boots full of water, which I don't really. I just got splashed into them because I went too deep. As you can see clearly, mega overflowed. Could do it with the old waders and stuff on, but I don't honestly know what's down there, to be honest. I don't know if we're just walking along a river and there's nothing else to look at otherwise, or what's what. So I'll head back up to the bridge. We'll take a right and we'll see where that goes. Well, I managed to get back down, but that's pretty sloppy and nasty. Oh God, disappearing in the mud as I walk. Ooh. My boots are absolutely, yeah, went up to the limit. Nearly went over the top, to be honest. I have got a bit of water in my right boot, so I did go over a little bit. You can see how deep you sink into these as you're walking along. It's pretty sloshy, so the water's been up here for a while. So do we go off down that one, or do we do the path that's up the top there? Does that go off down that way? Let's go and have a look. So we're back up on the bridge area and we're going to head this way. Got a couple of people in front of us doing a walk as well, so we'll sort of hang back a little bit and let's see what we can find out in the woods. The water is following us on the right hand side down there. I'm not sure if it's part of the river or a ditch. I'm sure we'll find out as we walk a bit further. It's not a trickle, there's plenty of water down there still. As you can see, that's where that other trail would have gone. We'd have gone the other side of that water. Lots and lots more trees down. Huge great trees. Like so. Lovely woods for deers and stuff to be running about. Deers, badgers, stuff like that is what I'd expect to see in here. Foxes. But I must admit I haven't seen any today yet. Perfect habitat. They've got lovely clear drinking water on the edge of the river, and then loads of places to make dens and etc, etc. There's actually been a gravel path put down up here, so they actually want you to walk along this way. Don't think it's some sort of trail or anything like that, but it's a lot easier to walk on than the slippery mud. Still got water on both sides, down the left hand side there and down the right hand side there. It's quite a long way down. We're actually right in the air at the same height as that bridge at the moment. If you look back, obviously you can't see the bridge because that's a long way back now, but you get the idea. We're just walking along a really high up area. You can see right down there, still got water, trees falling down. And the chap's reading something down in there, so we'll have a look at that as we get there. We've got an old bridge type area here, you can see right down the sides. See the area there. This seems to go on as quite a big long straight path, so I've got no idea where we're going to end up or where we're going. But I'll keep going along, we'll keep popping you in and out. We'll see what we can find, but at the moment we're just up on a big hill, very big hill, and the water and river is right down the bottom of both sides. Doesn't look dramatic on the camera, but I can assure you that hill goes down at nearly a right angle. You definitely wouldn't want to try and walk down it. And the same on the other side. It really feels like we're going deep into the woods. I'm sure it's going to come out somewhere. Again, like I say, if you go to the edges, we're really high up. You can see the rest of the woods is way down there. Still can't see any animals, which is a little bit disappointing. Normally at least see a few deers when I'm out and about. So there you go, this will give you an idea of what's going on in the area. Norfolk Orbital Railway. That's what them bridges obviously were. Used to be railway bridges. So it seems like I can see an estate now. Don't know which one it is or anything, obviously. But there's plenty of houses down there to the right, and then it looks like there's a road and stuff coming up here in front of us. We're still up on this big high peak, hill or whatever you want to call it. Got a sign there coming up. Oh, well that ain't a lot of good, is it? It says private land, no right of way. This is kept by the residents. Fair Green. Walk is welcome, please keep to the footpaths. Okay, so we can go through. We just got to work out where we're allowed to get through. So it's brought us out onto a estate basically. Got no idea where I am. Could be absolutely miles away from the car now. But I'll keep wandering through, I'll keep going along. I'll see if I can sort of find the fields again and find the river again. And we'll keep going along. So we're up on a big main road at the moment. So I'm wandering sort of to the left and hoping I'm going towards where I need to go. Fingers crossed we'll end up back near the river. So I've ended up in the middle of town. If you go straight through there you end up in town. The different roads go to different routes. So we're going to back off down this way and back down towards the car. So I'm guessing across them fields over there is back where the river is. But the car's just up this way now and it's starting to rain. So I'm going to wander back towards the car. We'll have a little look at the mill pool over there. And we'll sort of go from there really. Let's get across the road. Yeah, I would say the river's just there. We're next to the 10-pin bowling place, the mega fun playground place. So that was a bit of a different way around, but we're now coming back up towards the river. The mill area is just over there, the mill pool and the bridge. I'll show you where you can come in and where you can park if you want to do the walk yourself. You can't park on any of these areas over here. Let's have a little look at the mill pool while we're about. Shall we quickly cross the road? See what we can see. It's looking good. Definitely gone down a bit. And on this side. Looking nice. As I said, if you want to do the walk, you come in through this bit, turn left into this driveway here. Looks like a workshop, and it is, but there's a bit you can walk through. You just follow straight through here. Just down here on the right you'll see there's a little car park, and as you can see we're in the little Suzuki again today, and this is where you can park. And then instead of going through that gate there, if you want to walk down the river, because that takes you to the fields, you just cut down there through that little gap and walk to the right. That'll take you off down to the river. Whew, okay, so that was a bit of a detour around and didn't really find a river again, but there weren't really much we could do, was there? So, as you know, we're back at the car. Shame we got right down that far end and couldn't walk through any more of the water. That was just way above my boots. I had no chance. That would have been, close to my knees. So I couldn't do it without waders. But we took that long way around, up along the top of that hill, and took us out into a state. And then we walked right down that main road down into the town, sort of down through the outskirts of the town and back round. So that's a way of doing it, but I'd have preferred to go straight down the river and see what else was about. But not today, it's not possible. So, if I don't see you before, which I probably won't now, because this will be probably Christmas Eve when this goes out, if not the day before, have a good Christmas and a good New Year, and I'll see you all soon in another video. Bye for now.